My name is Judy Ling Wong. I'm the president of Black Environment Network and the vice chair of the UNESCO UK Map Urban Forum. And my group came up with these conclusions. We really thought long and hard about whether there were any policies around food growing and urban agriculture, and we couldn't find any. We decided that actually no policies at all that were anything that was meaningful. Why this is because there's simply no joined up thinking. And there's no joined up thinking because of the high cost of research and the limited funding for research, and also no concept of values because of the lack of knowledge and understanding of what food growing and urban agriculture actually delivers, plus the fact of the domination of economics and short-term thinking. Because of this, we think that to move forward, in order to use any kind of mechanism at all for policy, we need to actually concentrate on demonstrating economic value through research. So our research question actually says to demonstrate economic value of improving health and extending longevity, because there are actually league tables for longevity as well. So it's a very direct focus on that possibility. And some of the partners we need to involve is local authorities, the National Health Service, the community groups themselves, the DCLG, and universities. Then we moved on to some more things beyond the UK, and we decided that what is really important is that it is a reality that for groups that can get access to land, they absolutely can feed their families with cheap and high quality food. And that is a really strong thing to notice, because sometimes people say, oh, there's so little production among food growing and urban agriculture, you don't need to pay attention to it. But the fact is that if you think of small parcels of land that are being used, they're actually producing a lot of food compared to the small parcels of land. So we need to think of it in terms of that. There are many diverse types of food growing that's being demonstrated, and we also need to take notice of the things that sometimes people do not associate with food growing and urban agriculture. Things like the very positive impact on heat island effect, like the last 2 days we had, instead of being on the pavement, if you were in a food growing plot, you would really love it. Then water harvesting, which is really important as well. Local food security and the sense of community are things that are real drivers. Access to a better life that is enhanced, and then a contribution to environmental issues. People are becoming more environmentally conscious, so that is actually being linked up in terms of things like extending green corridors. The functions we think is, well, just simply food growing, everything that goes with it actually contribute to all these drivers. In terms of actors, it's very diverse, from policy level, policy makers, to the growers themselves, and then educators, so the schools and so on are really involved, activists who often spearhead many of the local actions, landowners is a very big factor, and local authorities. The mechanisms are actually professionalism, so that the groups that do this can really survive. They need to know that they need to advance beyond their enthusiasm to be professional, to take care of funding, monitor how they're delivering what they say they're delivering, and having good management. So the question we have that we think will really help the situation is researching the dynamics that actually lead to success for groups that are growing and to their longevity. And the partners are what we have named as the actors, the policymakers, the growers, the educators, activists, landowners, and local authorities.